Okay guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're actually going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be going around this practice green here at Williams Creek, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a lesson, a little bit about kind of what's going through my mind on a chip shot and how I'm playing this different chip shot. At this time of year, the grass is dormant. It's tough to hit these kind of chips. So let's walk through this together and see how we're going to play these. All right, so this is the kind of shot we're looking at. The green's a little bit above us. It's a very tight lie. Like I said, the grass is dormant, so we're going to take two different options. I'm going to take my 58 degree and play it a little high with a little bit of spin, and then I'm going to take another shot, my 50 degree, and play it a little lower and bump it into the hill. All right, guys, so I want to start with the 58 degree. Like I said, I'm going to have to play this one a little bit high. Some things that are kind of going through my head is obviously when the grass gets a little tight and it's one of those scary chip shots, it's easy to get stuck behind the ball and lay the sod over and end up short. Kind of one thing I'm doing to avoid that is I'm standing a little bit closer to it, getting the shaft more upright, toe down on this one. And it's going to allow me to kind of play a little bit more back in my stance, and I'm going to just give it just a putting stroke. I want my hands to stay ahead of the ball. I want that shaft to be leaning forward. This is going to allow the heel not to dig, not to get stuck to the ground. I'm going to play it just like this. All right, guys, so we're going to do this one again. We're going to do it from this angle so you can see what it's going to look like down the line while I'm hitting this shot. Again, like I said, I'm going to stand a little bit close. You can see I'm getting that shaft upright. If my hands get too low, it allows that heel to catch, get stuck into the ground, and it's going to end up being chunked just short of the green. So I'm going to stand up a little bit close to it. I got my 58 degree. I got to get this just over the top of the hill and just onto the green. So I'm going to play it just like this, again, just a putting stroke. My dad told me once that your chip shot should be similar to a putting stroke because you don't chunk putts. You don't blade too many putts. So you're going to play your chip shot just like a putt. Let's do this. And that one ended up releasing just past the hole, not too bad. All right, so once again, guys, I'm going to be attempting this exact same shot with a different club. Chipping club selection is a very important thing. A lot of times, a pro, for example, isn't going to be taking a 58 degree or 60 degree from every single place around the green. We're going to be assessing kind of what our lie is looking like, how the ball might come out of there. If it's going to come out low, we're going to want to play a shot that's going to come out low. If you have a little bit of grass and you can swing at one confidently and get it up in the air, we can take a little bit more loft. Kind of depends on what we have for green to work with. If we're short on green, we're going to have to hit it high and soft and let it spin. If we got plenty of green to work with, there's no reason to hit too much loft. So let's take a 50 degree, hit this exact same shot, and see how the two compare. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stand pretty close to it. And this time I'm going to be bumping it into the slope in front of me. I'm going to pick out a spot I'm trying to land it at, and same thing. I want to keep my hands forward. You can see how I'm not releasing that club. I'm not letting the club get past my hands. The second I start kind of flipping at it, I'm going to start blading them. I'm going to start chunking them, and I want to avoid that. So I'm going to put my hands, get my weight on my right foot, got my hands forward. I'm just going to keep that wrist angle just the same. Phil Mickelson teaches something like this, hinge and hold. That's going to let the ball come out slow, penetrating. I'm going to let my hands stay ahead of the ball. At impact, it's going to be looking like this. The ball's going to come out low. It's going to bump right into the slope and go right onto the green. This ball's actually ended up perfect. This one's going to be about 4 or 5 feet. I'll show you again from this angle. All right, guys, so once again, we're going to do the same thing. Got my 50 degree. I'm going to be playing this one really similar, exactly how I just played that last one from that angle. I want you to see what it looks like from behind. I'm going to be playing it into the slope, picking a spot out about halfway up that slope, and letting it run up close to the hole. This ball ended up just working out perfectly too. Okay, guys, so now you can see I've moved this spot on the green. I'm going to have to play this shot with a little bit more height, so I'm going to be taking the 58 degree, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing to get that ball up in the air with a little bit more spin. All right, so as you guys can see, like I said, I've got a little bit less green here. I need this one to get a little higher with a little bit more spin. So I've got my high loft club, my 58 degree. I'm going to be kind of emulating what I was talking about before, where most of the mechanics are going to be the same. I'm keeping my lower body pretty still. However, on this one, I'm going to open up that face just a touch. You can see the way this is going to look. I'll show you what it looks like down by the ball. But I'm going to open up that face just a little bit, and my swing is going to be coming a little bit more across it. Basically the same thing again. I'm keeping my wrist locked. I'm not flipping at the ball. I'm keeping my head down, keeping my weight on my front foot. And then when I finish this time, instead of keeping my wrist locked here, I'm going to kind of release the club a little bit, but keep it pointing at me. If I keep that club face pointing towards me, it's going to allow the ball to go high and spin, just like this. You guys can't see it, but that one ended up spinning just next to the hole. It's perfect. So this is what I'm talking about when I say open the club face. You can see the pin is right there. So my club face is perfectly square at the target. When I'm saying by opening the club face, I'm talking about just, you see my hands here, I'm talking about just open it up just slightly, just like this. So same exact thing. I got this ball up a little bit more in my stance. I got my weight kind of forward, got that ball up, got my club face open. We're going to be cutting across it just like this. And when I finish, I'm keeping that club face pointing towards me. Angle. I just walked up and assessed my lie a little bit. Kind of same exact thing I was just talking about. A little higher, a little bit more spin. Let's see. Ball's going to spin nicely. Stop up just short of the hole. Let's see if I can get one even closer. Make sure my lie is good. Okay, here we go. That ball's going to end up spinning just close to the hole. Perfect. Let's see if I can get up and down 4 times. And good there. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for joining. I just want to get a quick video out there kind of helping with some people chipping. I know we got a couple comments asking for swing analysis. I wanted to get something out there about chipping. And then when Brant gets back from vacation, I'll have him make some full swing analysis. But thanks for watching.